And now yield 5 minutes to Mr. Beer. I'm sorry I mispronounced your name earlier. Beer rolls off the tongue as a Texan a lot easier than Beyer, so it's Beer, right?
That's right, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Beer, you have 5 minutes. Thank you.
Chairman Arrington, Ranking Member Boyle, and distinguished members of the committee, thank you for the opportunity to testify. For nearly half a century, the Cato Institute has produced original research showing that free markets and individual liberty make the United States a wealthier, safer, and freer country. In a free society, markets incentivize people to contribute to the welfare of others. Thanks to freedom, America isn't a fixed pie, it's a growing one. It is exactly for these reasons that so many people from around the world come here. And for these same reasons, we should let them come legally. America has never needed immigrant workers like it needs them now. Population growth is down 90% from its historic highs. America's 9 million open jobs are costing the U.S. economy more than $500 billion in economic output per year. And we need immigrants to fill them. The U.S. prime age employment rate is already at near record highs, and more Americans are retiring than entering the job market. As a result, 100% of labor force growth is now coming from immigrants. The Congressional Budget Office just found that the recent increase in immigration, almost entirely, unfortunately, from illegal immigration, will increase the size of the economy by $7 trillion, increase tax revenues by $1 trillion, and cut deficits by about $1 trillion over a decade. The National Academy of Sciences' seminal 2017 report on the fiscal effects of immigration on federal, state, and local finances found that immigrants reduce deficits both in the short and long term. Last year, Cato published a 250-page update of that report and found that immigrants pay $1 trillion in taxes, $300 billion more than they receive in benefits. Even low-skill immigrants who arrive early enough in their careers are fiscally positive in the long term. Studies that claim to find otherwise simply ignore most of the direct and indirect revenues that immigrants create. Of course, every immigrant is not always and everywhere fiscally positive, but the big picture is clear. Immigrants are makers, not takers. Congress should be exploring how to permit immigration in a lawful and orderly way to maximize these potential benefits. Unfortunately, America is benefiting from immigration in spite of Congress's dysfunctional legal immigration system, which was last updated in 1990. Backlogs and delays are now so extreme that literally in any other area of law, there'd be daily hearings and investigations about them. Just 3% of the applicants for legal permanent residence this year will be approved. Most of the people who are currently applying for legal permanent residence will die before they or their family members have the opportunity to immigrate legally. Our legal immigration system is mostly ignored here, but its message that the way to come is to come illegally is heard around the world. As long as we continue to proclaim this message, we will continue to incur some costs related to illegal entries. The only way to change the message is to change the law. That may be hard, but if we start with the accurate premise that these immigrants can be contributors, we can skip the contentious arguments over how to keep out everyone who's trying to come here and focus on the solvable issue of how they can come legally and contribute. Free Border Patrol to keep out real threats. Let people not be forced to hand over their life savings to cartels. Let them line up transportation, housing, and jobs in advance of their arrival. Let them come legally. And if you don't want them to have any welfare benefits, I'm fine with that. Fixing immigration only requires faith in America, in our markets, in our Constitution, in our freedom. And if you ever lack that faith, talk to those who are Americans by choice. Immigrants will tell you that they believe in America. We should listen. Thank you.